Good night, everybody. In tonight's episode, we're going to be looking at test number 3. We did test 4 in class today. So we're going through test number 3. Hopefully, we can get to items 1 to 50 quickly so that we can go through a social studies a study sheet. All right. So I start with Talia, then I go to Demoya, Corey, um, TC. Okay. So let's go with Talia. Number 1 to 4, Talia. And I just want you to give me the answers, okay? All right. Okay. Number 2, no. Anybody, anybody else? Number 2, very good. So that would be D as in dog. Number 3, good. Number 4, anybody? Go again with that, Chinese. The 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 umpire was very impartial in handling the game. Serious, not determined. He was very fair. He was very fair. Option B. All right, so let's go with the answers from 1 to 4 again. Number 1, A, apple. Number 2, dog. Number 3, cat. Number 4, boy. Someone has me on speakerphone. I can hear it in the background. Can you guys hear it? So that person needs to be fair to all of us. The more you have that buzzy thing on your phone when the text message comes in. Come on, guys. We have to make sure that we're doing this properly. Can you still hear it? All right, let's try that again. The person who has me on speakerphone, please, I'm asking you. Shanice, if you continue to tap your phone like that, we're going to have to ask you to leave. All right. All right, ready. So, Demoya, from number 5 to 7, you need to choose one word that can be used to replace the underlined words in those items. Number 5, what word? So, rain can be used to replace drops of water from the sky. Number 6, dreamt. He had visions while sleeping. So, he dreamt. Number 7, electricity. So, the answers for 5, 6, and 7 would be apple, dog, and then cat. Again, I have to stop to say I have headphones on and I can hear myself in someone else's loop. Okay? No, I'm telling you that I can hear it. All right, let's go again. So, Corey, from 8 all the way down to 16. Let's go with this. So, which word best completes each of the following from 8 to 16? Number 8, apple. So that is a comparative situation. Your pencil box is bigger than mine. So that's comparative. Okay. Number 9, dog. Good. Number 10, boy. That's good. 11. Okay. 12. dog. 13. Okay, Corey, boy. Now, what is special about number 13? Anybody? It must agree in and. Okay. So the pronoun, the statement is the pronoun, a pronoun must agree with its antecedent in gender and number. So I can say Judith. And here in Jamaica, Judith refers to a female. So it's feminine. So I can't say Judith took his lunch. I can't say Judith. I can't say Judith took him lunch. Right? So those two, A and D, would be out, right? By the process of elimination, A and D would be out because Judith is feminine, but those pronouns, his and him, are what? Masculine. Hold on now. Now we are down to two. We have boy and we have cat. So it's her and she. So Judith took she lunch to school. Okay. It doesn't sound right. But look at this. Judith took, which means that Judith is the what? The actor in the sentence, the doer in the sentence, the subject of the sentence, which means that the noun that follows the verb would be the object of the sentence. Okay? So after the verb, we are looking for the object. So Judith took. That means that Judith is the subject of the sentence. So she took her lunch. So we want something that is what? An object pronoun to follow the subject. Is that clear? The subject is the one who receives. All right. So just remember that. All right. Um, number 14, 15, 16, you and I, between you and me. Remember the special situation with between. Okay, so let's go over those answers. Yeah. Hold a second. Shanice, you were saying something? Okay, go ahead. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. All right. Difference of opinion there. Let's see how we're going to handle this difference of opinion. Our practical, the textbook has that rule stated, right? Oh well. All right. Well, I'll leave it there. All right. So if you show it to him and point it out to him, then maybe what you could do is ask him to show you from whatever book he's using or some other source to show you the rule that says that you can also use I in that situation. Okay? But okay, so I'm saying to you, as is now, the book that we have, that we use now, the textbook for grade 6, it shows you that the rule says we should use me. Okay? All right. All right, so let's turn over now. Who's supposed to pick up on this? Shanice? Okay, TC. TC from 17 to 18. 17 to 19. Ready? Hold on. It says, what part of speech is the underlined word? James will book his flight. Okay. Dog, book the flight. Okay. Number 18, preposition. All right. Number 19, Really? Apple? He gave a talk? It's a verb, not wrong wording. The so no, it's a noun. Yes, it's a noun. The, it's a noun based on. Suppose we say that he gave a motivational talk. So the motivational now is describing the talk. So what would it be describing? It wouldn't. The motivational would be. Go again now. So as I was saying, the motivational, if we use motivational, we'll be saying a motivational talk. So it'll be using the motivational to describe that particular noun. Understood? What what kind of talk? A motivational talk. Okay. No, no. I don't agree with that one. The mayor gave a talk. So he's not. I understand what how you're looking at it, but in this case, they are referring to what he did he did as a noun, not necessarily as a verb. Okay, so for number 17, answer dog. Number 18, cat. Number 19, boy. Shernice, 20 to 27. Go ahead now. So spelling, number 20. No, but look, several types of roses are part. Oh, okay, all right, very good. 21. No, I prefer boy. 21, 22, 23. Okay, 20, you're frightened me, man. 23, cat. All right, so we go to 24 to 27 now. It says that we need to choose the correct word. So 24, okay. We see that one, Chinese. Our neighbor has too many hobbies. All right, very good. Very good. 25, good. 26, all right. 27, no. 27, dog. Very good. So we're talking about pear, and look at this. The apple, Pair, would mean two things, like a pair of socks, right? Pear, when we were having this devotions this morning, we spoke about the American pear. I'm waiting until everything settles down. We spoke about the American pear versus the avocado. So we have a tropical pear and we have a temperate pear. We have tropical fruits, we have temperate fruits. We spoke about that in devotion this morning. So that type of pear. Then we have the pear as in Peer, which would be someone within your own age group, your peer. So right now you all are peers. But you and Mr. Lawson, you guys aren't peers. Okay, good. So you don't speak to someone of his age group as if you're talking to. uh, one of your pairs. Mhm. All right. And then now we have pier as in PIER, place where ships would come to dock or to offload goods, passengers, etc. All right. All right. So let's move on now to 26, 28 onward. So I go back to Talia. Talia, number 28, 29. Mm-mm. I won't take it. Boy, boy. Okay. Now, you see, in the practical, they also show you that you see cat, cat is also an accepted answer, you know, but they used to accept that answer a long time ago. Where if you're going to say Francis's, you could actually put on the apostrophe S. But now they have gotten to the point where they say just put the apostrophe only, don't include the S. As I'm saying, if we check the practical, they used to do it like that. All right. Tomorrow when we get to school, ask me to show you where this particular thing is. But no, what they are looking for in the exam is not C. They are looking for what? For B. Okay. Mr. Francis's cat was small. Because his name ends with an S, you simply put the apostrophe outside or behind the S. Is that clear? Okay, let's jump back to 28. Why is the option D wrong? Yeah, D. D as in dog. What's wrong with that one? Why can't be D? Yeah, but who is the boots own the man, or it should be the men who own the boots? Good. So the apostrophe should not have anything to do with the boots. The apostrophe should have something to do with the men. Okay, because it says the men's football boots. Okay, remember the apostrophe shows ownership. So if it's on the boots, it means that the boots own the men, and that's not what is supposed to be said. Okay, so it cannot be C and it cannot be D because the apostrophe is associated with the boots. All right, so it has to be using the process of elimination. We have gotten it down to A and B. Let's look at this now. So we have in B, what's wrong with B? Why cannot be B? So the plural form of man is men. No S. So we don't need to put the apostrophe. We don't need to put the apostrophe on the outside or after the S because the plural does not end with an S. Is that clear? So we have to choose A because the plural ends without the S. So we add the apostrophe S. All right. I hope that is clear. If needs be, go and read over that section on how to use the apostrophe properly. Let's go to number 30. 30, boy. All right, let's switch over now. 30, 31. The more you go with 31 down to 34. 30 dog, 32 boy. Stop here, so. What special term can we associate with number 32? A positive. So and you tell me then what their positive is in this particular sentence. Our neighbor. Very good. So what is an appositive again? but it does not necessarily change the meaning of the sentence. So you get the same meaning with or without their positive. Let's look at this. Mrs. Scott is a great cook. Look at it with their positive. Mrs. Scott, our neighbor, is a great cook. Does it change the fact that Mrs. Scott is a good cook? No. All right. So we need to be aware of how to use the commas when we are dealing with their positive. All right. Yes, go ahead. Yes, but in that case, we don't have Mrs. Scott, so we don't know who the neighbor is. Okay, so they'd have to put it in another way. All right. All right. So 33, cat is okay. 34. Yes, I'll take boy. There's a problem with item 34. There's something wrong with it. I don't like how it is structured. Can someone just guess why I don't like item 34? No, that's not what. I think it's missing an article. Let me help you out. Okay, I look at it. Many you said that the answer is what? Boy, I'm going to read it as is in the book. Many tourists come from USA and Canada. Does that really sound complete? No, no, no. Many tourists come from the USA and Canada. So I would have preferred if the sentence was written like that. All right. All right. So let's go now. Corey, 35 to 40. 35, go ahead. Oh, hold on. Let's go over the answers for 31 to 34. Number 31, 32, 30, 33, 34. All right. So go now, Corey, with the other answers there. 35 to 40. Yes. 35, boy. Yes, boy, boy. Mm-hmm. 36, dog. Yes, 37. Uh-huh. Good. 39, cat. Yes. Hold on a second. Let me see. I have, which one you have? All right. I like that question. I like that question. Tell me why, Corey, why did you take dog and not apple? Okay. And apple is in the present tense. Now, what's wrong with apple? Not one of the stories are published. No, no, Corey, let me hear from Corey. Almost. Listen to this. What does the word published? What time frame does it suggest? What tense? Past. But the are here. What would it? Okay. What do we call that in a sentence when we have this the past and the present? We're moving between them in the same sentence. What do we call that? Anybody remember? We did it at lessons, we did it in class. We call it tense shifting. So we're shifting tense within a sentence in an unnatural way. Okay? So if the sentence is in the present, it should stay in the present. And if it's in the past, we should keep it in the past. All right. So that's one way of looking at that. All right. Not one of the stories were published. Not one of the stories were published. This sentence again, I think we had one like this last night. You have to be very careful because when we say not one of, we are referring to a singular setup. But when we have a singular subject here and then a plural subject closer to the verb, sometimes in some cases you are going to take the subject stories that is closer to the verb. So guess what? No, why can't it be? Because we say stories is, and that is not correct because we have what? Plural subject with what? Singular verb. That subject verb agreement is out. Then not one of the stories has, right? Again, if we are going to use the rule that says if the subject is closer to the verb, we're going to use that subject and not the one that is farther away, then we could not use stories has. We should be using stories have. Okay, so that's why I would settle with D. All right. Okay, so comprehension time. I'm going to ask Mr. Miss Trevon. I want you to do the first one for me. I want you to do the first one for me. Then I'm going to ask TC to do 42 to 46. And then I ask Trevon to go back now to 47 to 51. Okay? All right. So, Trevon, Mrs. Brown worked all week and received $1,800. It says, which of these accurately describes that? What's your answer there? Boy, that Mrs. Brown's weekly wage is $1,800. All agreed? All right. TC, here we have a what type of graph? Come on. Go ahead. A photograph? No, man. Pictograph. All right. So TC, we have a pictograph. What are the items there that are being represented? Mhm. Good. What is the title? What is the title here? Okay. What is the key? Ah, very good. All right. So number 42, what's the answer you have? So football is the most popular game for grade 6 students. 43. Boy, there are 40 students that love netball. Number 44. 200 students are in the grade 6 class or in the grade 6 cohort. Number 45. Volleyball is the least popular game. 46. Yes. 110 students altogether play football and cricket. I'm waiting for those backgrounds to settle down. All right, good. So let's get back now. So we go back to Trevon. Trevon, here we have an advertisement, and we're going to use that for items 47 to 51. So it says big clearance sale, big clearance sale on Jacko's baby store. Everything you need for your child and more can be found here. Children's wear up to 60% off. 12 French Road, Mountain City. Hurry, come now. Call 941 5873. All right. So, Trevon, number 44. Where is Jacko's? Where is Jacko's store located? Very good. 48. Which statement is true? Really? Everything you need for your child and more. Does this mean that everything is on sale? Boy, you pay 60% off. Let's look at it. It says children's wear up to 60% off. So there may be other things in the store that are not 60% off. So we can't say that you pay 60% off. We can't say that everything is on sale. Right? Can we use Apple? Jacko, Jacko's store sells adults clothes. Hold. Very good. So if it says that using the process of what? Elimination, we have gotten rid of option A, B, and C. So the only option we are left with is what? Hold. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. So we have to go back to that. So what is, you choose A? We can't choose A. Okay. So which one would you take? You pay 60% of the cost. That's not correct. Because if it's 60, hold on, if it is 60% off, that means you'd pay 40% of the cost. So it can't be B. And everything is on sale. Well, I guess we have to take that one, but I guess that's the one we're left with. We're going to answer that later on, so I can't talk about it just yet. So using the process of elimination, we are down to C, because as you rightly said, we can't take D because D is not 4. It's actually what? 3. All right. So we can't take D. All right. When we look at it again carefully, can't be D. A is totally out, and B is not the answer. So we have to stick with C. Using the process of elimination, we are down to C. All right. So let's go with 49. Boy. So this baby store is not catering for people 75 to 80 years old. Not catering old people, not catering to people 42 to 50, not catering to people 19 to 25. Again, using the process of elimination, we see that okay, can't be any of those three. We are left with what? B. All right. Number 50, sir. What do you have? Number 50? Dog. Very good. So mothers and fathers. Of course, mothers and fathers could be farmers, they could be plumbers, they could be hairdressers. But the best answer would be what? Mothers and fathers. All right. Finally, 51. Clearance means to get rid of. Okay, so we want to get. Okay. All right. Let me see now. Did anybody read this passage here? All right, quickly. All right. So here we have some little Rasta looking chicken playing a guitar and singing something with peace. All right. So the letters PIJ stand for peace in. That's not fair to any of us. Is it fair to any of us? Come on, guys. It's full time that we know what we're supposed to be doing. Let's go again. The letters PIJ stand for Peace in Jamaica. It is dedicated to changing attitudes towards violence in the Jamaican society. PIJ came about as a result of the increasing concern that the nation shared about the high levels of violence in the country. The foundation began operating in anybody? Okay. The organization aims to promote conflict resolution programs in the wider society and train counselors. You notice that this counselors has the what? No. What letter it has in the counselors? This counselor. Is this the noun counselor or the verb counselor? Which one? No, sir. To train counselors. Counsellors. Which counselor is that? That is the one that gives advice. It is not the counselor that is a member of a council. Okay. All right. So let's go with this again. The organization aims to promote conflict resolution programs in the wider society and train counselors in the knowledge and skills of positive conflict resolution. It also contributes to creating healthy environments in which people feel safe, are respected, and give respect to others and learn alternative measures to violence. All right, so let's go with this. Number 52. The letters PIJ stand for what? What's that? Is it a homonym, antonym, synonym, or acronym? No, sir. Acronym. Okay, so each letter stands for a particular word. PIJ is a dash organization, national organization. Is it a foundational? Is it environmental? Is it international? What word? National. All right. 54. What part of speech is the word positive in the passage? It's an adjective. Okay. 55. How does the program impact the society? It allows them to show respect. It allows them to feel secure. It teaches them methods of problem solving, or all of the above. All of the above. 56. In which century did the organization begin its operation? In the 20th century. Remember, anytime you see the first two numbers in the what? Date, in the year. So if it says 1992, you see those two first numbers, add 1 to it. So if it is 19, you add 1, you get 20. So you know that is the 20th century. Is that clear? All right, very good. So final one now. According to the passage, PIJ was introduced because of increasing violence in the society. All right, guys. So that is where we are going to stop for tonight. You can, as usual, go ahead, read the other passages, complete them. When we get a chance, we talk about them. All right. So let me just close off here and we talk afterwards.